Hello and welcome to Alchemist Swim. This is Alchemist Jen. Thanks for joining me on this fine day. Hope it's an alright day for you. Today's whim of the day is to talk about a new thing and to knit, because it's fun to knit and talk. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but it's one of those things that is just nice to chat to. So my new thing of the day is related to my new daily thing. That was awesome. So I am doing a new thing so that I can have more practice in something and then also have more visibility on other platforms. So my new thing is doing a daily doodle. So I've chosen a word for the day and done a doodle for the day, and then we'll see kind of where it goes from there. So I did the doodle on my laptop in Illustrator so that I can practice doing some digital drawing, and then I decided that I was going to print it, and then I just colored it by hand with some Sharpie markers. So I'm going to finish this row and then I'll show it to you. I enjoyed the process greatly. And it's just nice to doodle and then just kind of see where it goes. It's just, it's a good place for my head. So I'm intrigued by the concept and trying to make sure that it's part of my daily process. So it's easier to do on a day where, you know, my schedule is open to whatever I want it to be, like today was, versus a day when I have to also work my other job. So I'm going to see how that goes tomorrow. My plan is to do the doodle and then film this video, so that way I can do that digital work that I need to do before I have to upload this video, you know, and kind of, you know, I don't want to do double digital work at the same time, so it'll separate that need for the laptop. So that's my thought process there. Plus if I do it, then I think I'll get it done. I know I can do this one every day, so it's just setting myself up for success on that, and just kind of seeing where things go. So I'm excited, and we'll see what happens. I'm trying to decide how I want to use these doodles and what I want to do with them as well. So that's just something about the process that I'm still working out. So today's doodle is this. So I did the word love as my word today, and then I drew heart gremlins. So just my own little friendly friend, and then some just kind of doodly things around the outside with some different colors. So these are, this is just drawn on the computer and then printed, and then I have colored it in. So, and these are Sharpie S note markers, so they're, they can be used as highlighters and things, so they're a little bit more see-through than other ones are. So yeah, pretty fun colors today, and so that's what I made. So I have posted it on TikTok today, and then I'll do Instagram tomorrow. My point is to be able to have them on both of those platforms every day, so I can increase my visibility and just kind of have something that is happy and a positive thing every day. So it's kind of my goal there. Have fun, keep it light and creative. So that's what's going on. Keeping it simple. I did find it pretty straightforward. I didn't have to think too much about it. I kind of like the size of it, because then I can easily make it into like a little book. So because I think that size will fit on like one regular standard 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, cut, you know, folded in half, and then make a little book of them. So that's kind of my other thing is to document the process, because I really like that whole thing. You know, I've done it here to some degree too, being able to have these available, you know, 100 and almost 30 videos going here strong. They're all in one spot. You know, I'll have them on the other platforms, but I also will have a physical copy of those too, which is kind of an interesting idea. So I could have actually digitally just colored it all completely, but I kind of liked the idea of just taking photos of the coloration process and then creating a time lapse of that thing. So it's kind of similar how I do my dye reels and little videos, to be able to show the transitions there. So I'm kind of running with an idea that I'm already using that seems to be well received, and I'm excited about that. Another thing that's well received is the cotton yarn. So the cotton yarn that I'm going to be using for the amigurumi got a lot of good response. So I'm really excited about being able to roll that out. So it's kind of motivating to keep working towards that goal and get that project flying. So I'm going to order some yarn, a whole bunch of it, and then start working on my color palette, and then also patterns. I can definitely start with some patterns now with what I have, but I also need to make sure that I am doing testing for some patterns too. So I think that's a process that will take a little bit longer, so I can start with a couple patterns now, get some testing going, and work through that too. So I'm trying to be as legit as possible, and then get if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense the way I said that. You know, I want to have due diligence for the stuff that I'm making. You know, I don't want surprises or, oh my gosh, that didn't work and I'm so sorry, I have to re-release the pattern or something like that. So I'm just really needing to go that step in that direction to find test crocheters and test knitters for some patterns. So so that's kind of the next stage, as well as creating that color palette that will be my core color base for the amigurumi knit and crochet patterns. So I'm super excited to be at this junction at this point, to have found a yarn base that I love, and to be able to have successfully dyed the yarn, and then also to really love like the texture of everything and how it's going to come together. So super stoked, and also to get that positive response. You know, being able to play with the bright colors that I use, and you know, being able to have them available for people to make things with them is going to be really really exciting. So it's, you know, if it continues to grow, that might be the pivotal point for my online growth, might come from there. So I'm being aware and alert to the avenues that can open up there. You know, I will have some resin things, which has always gotten some good responses too. So those are things that I'm working on. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what people gravitate towards, and then go from there. So it's really exciting to be, you know, where I am, where things are, and in the point where anything can happen from here. So it's just really, I don't know, it's really exciting. And I'm just thankful that you're here with me as I'm talking through it and trying to figure things out. So I'm pulling back a couple stitches because I forgot to do an increase. That's my last increase on this. So very cool. Should be doing it from the other side. Perfect. I'm like flipped, and I'm like, it should go the other way. I would still do it, and it's fine just because it's just backwards, but it'd just be a purl increase instead of a knit increase and then purl the last 2 stitches, it's fine. You know what I mean? I was gonna do it and have it be fine, and I was like, I should do it accurately and flip the work, so I did. If that makes any sense to you, thank you for listening. If not, and you still listened, I appreciate that too. So yay, I'll show you what this looks like. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be continually growing and working towards things that are fun. I put some items on for custom orders to for dyeing. So they're dyeing in the tub right now, which is awesome. And so I just put the powder in and the ice. It had a pre-soak with some soda ash because they're cotton items, so that's going to be the fixer, the mordant for those dyes to connect to the fibers. And then I'm going to not wash it tomorrow night, but the following morning, because that's just the best time for my schedule. I know my night tomorrow is going to be kind of late with working later, and then I'm going to do my drawing and then the video. So I figured I would set myself up for less things so that I could have a more successful time in all of them. So trying to be proactive with that. I know it's a challenge for everybody and everything, so I figured you'd appreciate that as well. So here is that, and then from here it just all the stitches are present, just going up from here and then being able to have the holes put in. So that's kind of where that is. This is so much fun. I still need to block this one. Blocking it sets the stitch, takes the tension off, but then it also opens it up, so it's going to lay more flat and not want to curl in on itself. So so that's up, and I need to sew in the ends, but yeah, we'll get there. Probably doing both at the same time or something. I think I shared that the last time when I did the first one and I blocked it, it was the first time I'd ever used my blocking mat. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And so, yep, it's fun. I'm having fun, and I hope you are too. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see where the whim takes us tomorrow. Toodaloo.